It's no secret. It's plain to see. I love you, and you love me. It's no secret. You know it's true. You love me. I love you.
What's going on? Hello, hello. This is Did You Know? Also, it is the Really Charlie podcast, and I'm Charlie Perry. So, did you know stuff? I had to come up with something, so I came up with Did You Know Stuff? And I like to search and find different facts and share them with people. And so I'm going to share today's topic with you. Meanwhile, if you have an opportunity, please go to my YouTube channel, Really Charlie, and like and subscribe to it. And you could see numerous podcasts of mine. And please, you know, if you want to be a guest on this podcast, on my podcast, let me know. My email is really charliepodcast@gmail.com. So, did you know stuff? Well, did you know I was on my Instagram page and a friend of mine had shared something and it said there was this mushroom that can make a woman orgasm. So I'm like, what the heck? And that's the first thing I said. Um, if I wasn't around the, kids, I said, what the F, and excuse me. So this subject caught my attention. And little did I know that apparently this subject has been around for a while. All right, so let me read something here. First, it's from sciencealert.com. All right, just to show that I'm getting it from a source. I'm not just talking like an old man at a park bench or anything like that. I'm just got to get the facts out there. It says an obscured 15-year-old study has been getting a lot of attention. I guess so. Lately, thanks to a sensational claim made by a couple of scientists that an unnamed species of a bright orange mushroom found in Hawaii caused spontaneous orgasms in a handful of women who smelt its odor. But before you get too excited, we're sorry to tell you that there's no actual proof that this mysterious mushroom does anything of the sort, because all we're going off is a one-page observational study involving a very small sample size that has not been reproduced and which makes some pretty dubious assumptions about female biology. All right. So this began in around 2001. These scientists got together and they they submitted a report to the International Journal of Medicine, medicinal mushrooms. All right. The bottom line is they got a handful of women, and last time I knew, mushrooms got you high. So maybe I don't know. Maybe they were high. Maybe it was that kind of party, and it wasn't one of those other parties. Anyways, it, so these scientists have basically, came up with a study and actually It's getting debunked. Apparently, it said prompt by rumors that the mushroom scent is powerful. A female um, aphrodisiac. The pair conducted a smell test on 16 females and 10 male volunteers. Six of the women reportedly experienced a mild, no, not earth shattering, spontaneous orgasm when they sniffed the mushroom, while the remaining 10 were found to have an increase in heart rate when given a smaller dose. Okay. I also watched a YouTube video from the doctors, that famous TV show that's on TV during the day. And they also said that this was impossible. But could you imagine that? Making you're making your wife some spaghetti or some salad, anything to go with mushrooms. And you decide to throw some mushrooms in there. But it's these Hawaiian mushrooms, you know, and say, hey, honey, it's an ancient secret, recipe. I'm gonna make the spaghetti today. It's gonna have some mushrooms. You like mushrooms, right? No, no, no. You'll like these mushrooms. It's out of this world, you know. So you serve her some mushrooms, spaghetti with some garlic bread, and you know what? It's a whole lot of shaking on that dinner table, I guess. Anyways, so this, thank you. That's it, Dave. And Dave, my man. Hey, you guys all right, man? I heard on Tony's show there was something going on, and he sent you, well wishes, and I heard on the replay today. Um, well, I hope everything's all right, you know. And so, Zach Black, I see you, brother. All right, nice to see you. Good, good, good. Tony, as always, you the man. You are the man. I'm pro Tony, pro Tony, pro Tony. Don't tell Joe. So this is crazy. This is I want to give you this quote. It says, "Indeed, nearly half of the female test subjects experienced spontaneous orgasms while smelling this mushroom. These results suggested that the hormone-like compounds present in the volatile portion of the spore mass may have some similarity to human neurotransmitters released during sexual encounters." So I don't know, give or take. Am I going to be taking a trip to Hawaii? I don't know. You know. Hey, here we go. Let's see. All right, we're gonna bring Dave to the stage. Hello, you there? All right, bear with me 1 second. I'm trying to accept. Let's try this again. All right. Dave, I see your message. Thank you, sir. We are great. Life changes, but all worked out good. I am also pro Tony. Also, you're right. Don't tell Jill. Love it. I love it. You know what? And Dave, I want to say something. Thanks to thanks to meeting Tony, and then I was able to check out a few things and seeing your show, and I'm glad that that first bit of players on Fireside for me were great. You guys have some great shows. I really dig them. I check them out all the time. All right. And you're a Walmart shopper right now. I get you, brother. I hear you. I hear you. I just left Walmart just a little while ago. That's why I got on the stage quite later than usual. But so the oh, I just seen a picture of Cheech. I was wondering if he was messing with the mushrooms. I was getting ready to get on that. Cheech and Chong, the all-time favorite duo. Man, it's amazing, amazing, amazing. Um, that duo is still alive. I wish they were making more movies, but Dave says, thank you. We love your show. So glad that we met as well. All right, awesome. The Cheech and Chong, my favorite comedians of all time. Can you imagine growing up and you know, back then, although a lot of people around me smoke weed, but they wouldn't let me go see a Cheech and Chong movie. I'm like, are you kidding me? So, we snuck in, we got in, and that was it. And the rest is history. They were definitely some of my favorites, and I'm glad that those two men are still alive. All right, so let's get back to the mushroom thing. It is all over the place. There was some videos, some YouTube videos. There was quite a bit, and like I said, I didn't know you know, it was being looked into, since what 2001. You know, let me see this. I want to go back. I seen an article. All right, the Hawaiian folks, they're a little upset because they think that this is upsetting their cultural values and their stories, and they think that they don't want anything that's false. Over the centuries of them, doing their thing and being great people, they don't want this mushroom thing or fad or phase. These two scientists kind of just throwing this report out and saying that it's factual. I mean, if they did it to maybe 100 women, um, I'm gonna sign up for intern. No, only joking. But it's got to be the numbers. Got to be a whole lot more. It can't just be a small amount. And let me see. I'm gonna try to find this article. Um, all right, that's not it. So I don't want to read into it just in case it's saying something I don't want to say. All right. So could you just imagine that? You know what? And these mushrooms grow on volcanic ash or lava. That's how they grow. That's how they produce. So I assume that they can only produce in regions um, similar to Hawaii. Like my family's from Cape Verde Islands. I'm American born, probably third generation in. But my family in the Cape Verde Islands, we have an island called Fogo. And Fogo has a volcano right in the middle. Um, so if maybe it can be produced there, you know, Philippines, all the different places. So, but mushrooms, man, I was about to be a farmer. I was gonna have I was around here. There's plenty of farms, plenty of real estate for farming. But when I heard this and I just got a little piece of it, I said, "Uh oh, well, I'm semi-retired." I says maybe I can be a farmer now, and I was gonna kind of plant the seeds for these mushrooms. But we don't have a volcano in Massachusetts, so guess what? I cannot be a farmer. I wish I could show you a picture. Let me look for it. But all right, hey, here we go. I
Hey,
think. What's up, man?
really, Charlie? You should hear me.
How you doing?
Hey, oh, I'm doing good. How you doing?
All right. See, you want to show a
Hey,
video?
but nah, no video tonight. I'm
Okay,
laying in the bed.
the bad.
Yeah. Hey, I've been up since 4 o'clock this morning. So, but anyway, maybe you should give up on those mushrooms.
Why,
But in
man?
Africa,
Yep.
there's a tree and it has a root, and the root of this tree will give a man an erection for 24 hours.
Oh, then bump the women. Guess what? I'm all for that, man.
Yeah,
I'll be.
so I don't remember what the name of the tree is, but my friends from Africa, they told me that really does exist.
No, I'm gonna check that out. I'm gonna look that out. Maybe that's the next. Did you know?
Yeah, look for that African root that will give a man an erection for 24 hours.
Yeah, yeah.
And if you
I'll
take
do that.
if you take too much of it, you might have an erection for a month or something,
Oh boy.
But
I'll
you
def.
won't have to take a blue pill.
I, I'll def. I'll definitely have to stay home, or I there's another option, Tony. There's another option. I can go to maybe one of these, well, not senior, but kind of 55 and older houses. We have big high rises in the city. They're about 16 to 20 stories in the city. So you know what? Maybe I'll go down there. I can kind of be a male stripper for the seniors. Right? And we can have bingo, and I could be the bingo.
You could be the stripper.
Yeah, make some money. You got to pay the rent. Everything's
Yeah,
going up.
well,
The gas, everything's going up. Food. Oh man, anybody in California, they must be going crazy. $7, $8. That's crazy. But that's what OPEC is doing to us. They're treating us like they're pimping us as I used to say when I was working real hard. People would say, "Where you going?" I'm getting pimped by Michelle. I'm going to work. And so, but Tony, this is amazing. I missed your show yesterday, and one of my friends had a technical problem, so he called me or texted me during my podcast. And my routine is to end my podcast and then go right to I'm right, I'm right. And he texted me, and he's not tech savvy, so he needed some help, and I went there. And and now both his TVs are working. So
no, all right. Well, you
yeah,
took care of that.
I
But
did.
yeah, no, it's no problem. You didn't make it. Shoot, man, that's what replay's for.
I listened today, and it was real nice because I was on my ride, my 45-minute ride, and I put it on and I listened to the whole thing, and I was very happy. Guys do a great job, like always, and it's me time is. I'm gonna tell you. In fact, I'll answer that question for you. My me time is upstairs. What I'm doing now. That's my me time to basically just be up here. Um, no one bothering me other than people that are on the show, and that's my me time.
All right. Well,
And
that's cool.
yeah. Or anytime you see me writing, usually when I'm writing or on social media, my poetry, that's when I'm by myself. So that's another thing that I use. Um,
Cool.
it was my me time. So
All right. Well,
uh,
excellent. Well, I'm gonna jump off the stage,
all
but
right,
I'll
brother.
still be in the audience.
Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Take care. All right, Tony C, the man. It's so this fireside. I'm meeting so many different people, right? And latching on to their shows, and I'm learning a lot. And actually, I want to say something. I wasn't expecting too much from fireside. um I had little doubts, but I am very happy now. I'm very happy that I'm here and trying to create some things for you guys. And I like to bring a flip, like when Dave, I remember they were trying to do something with their social media, and I believe StreamYard or Restream or something, and that's what I have. I have StreamYard, so I wish we can get that here on Fireside where we can do something and produce things like that, and get some great comments. But Fireside's their own thing, they're their own thing. That's what makes it so unique. All right. The I'm waiting for this weekend. I love football. I'm a football person. And yesterday I was pardon the interruption came on. And don't you know that they said that the top 100 shows, TV shows, out of the top 100 TV shows, the NFL was listed 75 times. So 75 out of the 100 listed an NFL football game as one of the top shows. The NBA had about three or four. Baseball had nothing. Hockey. So it was crazy the numbers. But could you imagine that out of all the shows on TV, the NFL is the goat of TV shows. 75. Amazing. That's a great stat. And I was glad I was near the TV to hear it. Um, so, being a football fan, I'm proud. That means that there's a whole lot of football fans out there. And Tony, I know you play lacrosse. Great game. Um, but man, I like sports, period. Anything. Doesn't matter what it is. If I'm up and there's a sports of anything on, I'll watch it. There's actually, did you know that they are coming out with, and Dana White's coming out with it. They're gonna have a slap competition, a network actually, or league, slapping grown men, women slapping each other like they do on was it Hot 97 in New York? I think it is. They be smacking each other. So that's coming up. Something like the MMA. It's Dana's bringing all this stuff here. He's and people are packing him in. They're packing in the arenas, and I guess it's something else. He's creating money, creating. He's doing his thing, and so I believe he's from my home state. All right, everyone. Well, I don't want to keep you too long. That was a short subject, and I think that there were some women that were lucky to eat the mushrooms, and but it doesn't work on everybody. Uh, so I would say it's kind of no wash. So I believe that mushrooms cannot give a woman an orgasm. Um, so all right, everyone. This is Charlie Perry signing off to Did You Know Stuff. I'm here every Thursday, right around 7 o'clock. I may change it if I'm running late. Wife gives me a honeydew list, and sometimes I'm running behind, or and I need just that extra 15 minutes, so it may be 7:15. But on Thursdays, I really I try to come on Fireside. That's my designated day for you guys and myself to kind of chop it up and continue to invite me to all your shows. They're amazing. You're teaching me things every single week, with your shows, and I'm going to continue to support you as much as I can and share to the world your podcast, your show here on Fireside. All right, y'all. I'll see you next Thursday. The subject, I don't know what I'm going to come up with. I may have a guest. I know Graciela Moore is going to be on here coming up soon within the next 2 weeks or so, a week. And I can't wait to have her on here so we can talk about the moon. Moon Monday, as she says. That girl is so positive, man. Kind of sets the mood, and I like her spirit, and that's why I want to put her on the podcast. I believe it's the 3rd, November 3rd. So I will have Graciela Moore on the Really Charlie podcast here on Fireside. All right, everyone. God bless. Stay blessed. And don't forget, tell the person next to you you love them. I love them. Tony's always spreading the love. But I say this thing because we are losing too many people. And when you think about your last words to them, it's never I love you. So just make that a habit. All right, everyone. Like and subscribe to Really Charlie channel on YouTube. I really need your support. More the merrier. More the merrier. Tony, thank you. Dave, Sack Black, love you, brother. Continue on and invite me to your shows, man. I got to catch one.